Hello there! In this video presentation, we will explain one of the strategies in teaching ESP, the simulation. What is simulation? It is an imitation of situation or process. It is a recreation of a real-world process in a controlled environment. It is used for scientific exploration, for safety tests, and to create graphics for video games and movies.
Simulations are instructional scenarios where the learners are placed in a world defined by the teacher. It is an experiential learning that students experience the real scenario and represents reality in which students interact. It is a strategy that fits to a student-centered principle.
Simulations take number of forms. They contain elements of a game, a role play, or an activity that acts as a metaphor. Simulations are characterized by their non-linear nature and by the controlled ambiguity within which students must make decisions. The inventiveness and commitment of the participants usually determines the success of simulation.
Why use simulations? Simulations promote the use of critical and evaluative thinking. Because they are ambiguous or open-ended, they encourage students to contemplate the implications of a scenario. The situation feels and thus leads to more engaging interaction by learners. Simulations promote concept attainment through experiential practice. They help students understand the nuances of a concept. Students often find it more deeply engaging than other activities as they experience the activity firsthand rather than hearing about it or seeing it. Simulation helps students appreciate more deeply the management of the environment, politics, community, and culture. For example, participating in a resource distribution activity, students might gain understanding of inequity in society. Simulation can reinforce other skills indirectly, such as debating, a method associated with some large-scale simulations and research skills.
There are many types of simulation in the classroom setting. One of this example is music. Children enjoy singing and remember vocabulary quickly when learned through songs. If there is some background to the song, try to engage the students in that. For example, we did Singing in the Rain in our last class on weather. After going through the song a couple of times and making sure people understand the lyrics, you can ask questions. Why is this guy singing in the rain? Does he like rain? This gives a bit more depth to the song and maybe works as an empathetic exercise. Another example is number learning. Under number learning is the use of phone numbers. Call out number of students and write them down. This can be done effectively as a team game with one person from each team coming to the board who can write the number fastest. Last example is the Pictionary. One person draws something and the others have to shout out what it is in English only, but you are allowed to answer yes or no.
The advantages of simulation. Simulations promote the use of critical and evaluation thinking, or in other words, learners learn more critically on how to evaluate a scenario. By this strategy, students can interact with one another, and there are more activities like role play or games, which they can understand more deeply the situation. The limitations of simulation. Simulation have limitations, like the time constraints, which activities have time restrictions. Selection of suitable simulations, where you cannot select random activities unless it is suitable to the said strategy.